Hey Aquarius, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Oh, and we have no. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, and that I was hearing decisions right before that card popped out. So all right, let's look at this. I'm actually getting a lot of different messages all at once. This is a general reading, so it can be a little bit challenging to decipher all of the energies. I will do my best to use as many examples as I can to kind of touch upon whatever scenario you are in. So let's sift through this. For some of you, there is a decision that you may have been contemplating around your career. This can be maybe you want to study a new field, or you're wondering if you should. I have to kind of stop myself. I think your guides are kind of stopping me. Let's back up the truck just a little bit and let me tell you this. Your guides are saying that this no answer that's coming through is about a decision or a change that you already feel is not the right decision or change for you. So this might require a little bit of soul searching, but they're telling me that this is a bit like a lightning bolt moment that you've had. So you may have had an epiphany recently, and you've kind of realized, hey, I'm not on the right path. Or if I were to make that decision, I don't think it would be the right path for me. So this is a really important nuance to this card, and your guides were like, hold up, wait a minute. Let's get this clear. This is a no to something you already know the answer is no to. This is confirmation for you. So they're kind of showing me some examples, maybe like somebody who feels pressured to study a particular topic in school to eventually have a certain career, or someone who thinks that they should make a shift or a change in their career, maybe even thinks you should give up on something that you've been trying to pursue to take a different path, like maybe a more normal path or a more lucrative path or a more acceptable path is kind of how it's coming through. And I feel like there's some internal deliberation going on here, because I think that you can see the value in doing this thing. Like if it's like, I want to take this job because it pays more money, I'm really not feeling like this is the right job for me, or like I'm going to be happy doing it, but I think I'll have more financial stability. This could also be a situation like, I tried to start this business and I don't think it's working out. Let me go and get like a normal job. Or let me study this path because I think that it's going to, in the end, I'll be able to like be in a profession that's well respected, or where I can make a lot of money, or that will make my parents happy, or something like that. So your guides are saying no. And at least, because this card does say wait, postpone, pause, or say no. So this might be a firm no for some of you. For others, this might be something that they are urging you to contemplate, or letting you know that the timing on this really isn't right. So there might be information that you don't have and the timing's not right. So what's important with this card is this card is meant to be confirmation for you, is what your guides are telling me. This is meant to be confirmation if this is something you've been on the fence about, but you're leaning towards no, or you know in your heart that you should say no to this, whether it's an opportunity or just a change in direction. Your guides are confirming you're right. That's not the right path for you. What this card's making me think as I look at this this imagery, it's almost like if you were to walk down this path and keep going, you would eventually end up in this very tumultuous area where all of these lightning bolts are striking down, and they're actually making contact with the surface. So if you were standing there, you'd be toast. I think what your guides are telling you is that little inkling in you that says, no, don't do this, is absolutely right on. It's spot on. Because as you can see, once you get on this path, it's like there's a little bit of a retaining wall here. There's going to be something that's holding you in that direction. And it's not that it's impossible. You could certainly jump over this wall. You could bail out at any time, but there might be a certain amount of pressure or some kind of expectation or some part of you that doesn't want to give up on something you've put work into, that doesn't want you to get off the path once you're on it. So your guides are kind of coming through and saying, you're absolutely right about that. I'm getting the feeling that this is more of a follow your intuition feeling, and don't follow the logic of it. I think there's logical reasons for you considering this other option. There's logical and real reasons. It could be it pays more money, or it's just a better job. Like in the eyes of the general public, it's just a better job, or it's a better direction. But you know that it's not right. Now, let's say you're not contemplating a decision, because there were two main messages that came through as soon as this card hit the table. Like, that's why I feel like the most important was the no. Like, don't do this, don't go in this direction, you know it's not right for you. I feel like your guides really wanted to get that out, because some of you might be in the process of, or about to begin the process of, making some sort of shift that they would prefer you not make, because really you would prefer that you don't make that shift. So they want the best for you, and they don't want you to make a decision you're not happy with, and that you, it's not so much that you will regret it, it's that you will end up, your guides are so talkative. They're so talkative that it's actually hard to, speak while they're delivering all these messages. It's like you'll go down that path, and you'll end up having to turn around and go down the path that you already knew you should go down. So that's kind of the message for some of you. For others, this is simply kind of an invitation for you to explore the areas that you need to start saying no when it comes to your career. So in some cases, there's some overlap with that interpretation. This could be that you need to say no to a career opportunity that someone else is urging you to take, but that you know is not right for you. This could be in your current role, your current position, that you need to say no to some things. Maybe no to some projects that are being assigned to you that are not a part of your job description. There might be an important reason why, if something's not a part of your job description, and if it's not your responsibility, there might be an important reason why you need to not worry yourself with those tasks. And it could be that there are other things that you want to put your focus into, and your current role is taking a little bit too much of your focus, your attention, your energy, your mental space. That could be the issue. I'm hearing for some of you, scheduling's not working out well. And this can actually mean different things. This can be your current job, your current role. Your scheduling's not working out well. You're not happy with the schedule that you have. And this might mean that this is something you want to step away from completely, because it might be that changing your schedule isn't very simple. It could be as simple as saying, no, I don't really want to work these hours anymore. It's not working for me. And that being okay, that being an option. If it's not an option, then this is kind of like you need to move away from that. This can also be potential careers that you are considering. If you've had like a hang up about what the typical schedule is, or what the typical lifestyle is that accompanies this career, this can be kind of an indication that you need to think about that a little bit more, or that your gut feeling that this isn't going to work for you is right on. So there's a lot that this can mean, but most importantly, this is a decision that you already kind of feel the answer is no to, but you're holding on to the option for some reason. You're holding on maybe out of a little bit of fear, maybe out of not wanting to disappoint somebody. This can even be a business idea, or a business that you're currently running that you're hanging on to, or that you're hanging on to certain aspects of, and you really need to let it go. For some of you, I'm hearing your business will flourish if you let this go. So this might be parts of the business. This can be multiple businesses sometimes. Like, you might be trying to do too many things at once, and you need to say no. Okay. In fact, wow. Okay. Your guides are super talkative. there's a lot of people that were drawn to pile one because there's so many different scenarios that they're showing me now. This can also be that you need to say no to prior commitments in your life, or even in your job right now, if there's some other opportunity that you want to pursue. So this can be like your job's taking up too much of your time, and there's something else you want to pursue, or you have too many commitments going on in your life right now and it's not freeing you up enough time to do what you want to do. You might want to start a business, you might want to look into different opportunities, there might be something you want to study and you're not finding the time to do it. So they're saying kind of reorient your priorities here so that you can have the time and energy and mental clarity to pour into what's really important to you. So what do you need to say no to? Not sure if I finished that thought before about potentially this being a business. So let me try to get that out there. For some of you, this can be a business that pieces of it aren't working, pieces of it are taking too much of your time, or some pieces of it need to be let go of completely. So this might be something you have to kind of like search through and find out what parts aren't working and be kind of honest with yourself. I think for most of you, you already know what it is, but there's a reason for you to want to hold on to it. But your guides are here with the most beautiful energy. And so what I feel is they're telling you that even if it feels like you might lose something up front by letting a piece of this go or letting something go entirely, you're going to gain so much more because your attention, your focus, your clarity, your passion is going to be able to be poured into something that will be more successful. So yeah. So many messages, and I don't even know how this is going to tie in. I want to grab more oracle cards. There might be even more messages, but my goodness, your guides are chatty, and it feels like sometimes I get the feeling that your guides might have been trying to get a message to you for a while, and it's just the energy. It's just like the way that they come through. It's like, it's almost like I'm saying to them, like, slow down. I can't get all of this. But it's like they're impatient a little bit. They're anxious to give you this message. It can also be because you've been sort of having a lot of internal deliberation about this and maybe going back and forth. And they're like, no, you had it right the first time. Your intuition was right the first time. Don't think about it anymore. You know, that kind of energy. So let's see what else we have. So we had imagination come out. This card says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So you're probably a very creative soul, and your guides want you to focus on that if they're highlighting this. So your no answer could have something to do with maybe wanting to pursue something that doesn't allow you to explore your creativity, or feeling pressured or feeling obligated to spend the majority of your time or the majority of your work day or your work life pursuing something that doesn't feel very imaginative, something that doesn't allow you to create the way that you want to. I'm reading these cards together and I'm literally seeing no imagination. Like you might be in a career, or you may have come out of a career. You may be thinking about going into a career where the imagination aspect isn't there. And if that's the case for you, and if it's something that's important for you, this is really a message. It feels like maybe something that you at times have tried to ignore, or maybe you just found yourself in a situation where it felt like, well, I guess I'm already here. I should just do the job. But it's like there's something that's really calling to you, something that wants to nurture your creativity. And there might be other things distracting you from that. So this can be going right back to this idea of what do you need to say no to? Even if there's plenty of opportunity in your chosen career path, or in the business that you've chosen, even if there's plenty of opportunity for you to use your imagination, to use your creative abilities, you might not be using as much of your time doing that as you would like to, or as your guides would like you to. So it's like you might have to maybe not do some of the other tasks or not do some of the other things, because you need to free up this time to dream. You need to free up this time to create. So I really feel like for this to come out for you, I feel like creativity is a huge part of where you want to go in your career. And that doesn't have to mean that you consider yourself to be very artistic. You might really not feel like you're artistic at all, but there's some element of what you do that requires some dreaming, some configuring, some form of imagination. And it's like, you want to be in that place more. That's what your guides are saying. You want to be there more often. So let's get you some tea leaf cards. Let me grab your cards. Let's see what we have. We have bell, announcement. Rose, romance is in the air. And moon, changes in your life. Okay. I feel like there's some really exciting stuff right on the horizon for you in terms of your career, or in terms of like some business you want to start or something you want to study. And I do think that a lot of you are going to be making a change, or you've already started to implement this change. A lot of this change could have to do with you saying no to things that aren't working in your life for you anymore. Definitely with this moon card, changes in your life. So something is changing, and I feel like what it is bringing in more of that passion and bringing in more of what you love. So with this rose card, this might not mean literal romance, although it totally could. This could be an indication that through your work, through your passion, you will connect with maybe a romantic partner, maybe new friends, things like that. But to me, it's more, these are things that you love, is the feeling that it's giving me. Whatever that means, doing things that you love, doing things that you feel alive while you're doing. It's that kind of vibe. So this probably has a lot to do with whatever it is you want to create, because we have this imagination card. And I feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be making a change. And this is, with this announcement card, I feel like this is a change that, like, I see a lot of you coming to your family or telling your friends that, like, hey, I'm about to do this. I'm about to shift in this way. I'm about to make this change. And, you know, for some of you, it might be a difficult conversation to have. It might be you telling someone that you're not going to be putting your time and attention on something that they expected you to. It could be that. But I do get the feeling that this is a happy announcement. Like, even if it catches some people off guard, this is a great announcement. Like, telling, maybe, you know, for a lot of you, this is declaring a new major, making that announcement. I'm also hearing that this can be news that you receive. So this might be that you're getting an opportunity in a field that feels really good to you, because we have this rose card, and that's just energy that feels really good. So yeah, I feel like there was something else I was going to say regarding that bell. So it'll probably come back to me. Yeah. Or maybe I said it. I'm not sure. So we'll kind of see. Let me get another oracle for you and see what else. I really do feel that a lot of you are making some shifts and some changes, and using a more creative side of yourself. And really, like, I don't know. It feels like you're really going to be able to let people know, like, this is the direction. Oh, I know what it was. I think that for some of you, you're putting in, like, your 2 weeks notice, or whatever is required at your job, that you're putting in some sort of notice so that you can make this shift. And it can also be that you might be, yeah, we got Venus. You might be making some sort of change that you have to announce to, like, your customer base or something like that. Like, changing the items that you sell, or something along those lines. I just feel like there's going to be people that you actually want to notify of this change. Like, you actually want to formally declare, this is the direction I'm going now. You had the Venus card come out, and this is, to me, it's really a reiteration of what we were talking about with the rose. This is about beauty in your life. This is about figuring out what really draws you, what really pulls you in, what makes you happy, what you want to cherish, what you want to nurture. I'm also, like, just noticing how much floral action is going on here. So for some of you, you might have a particular attachment to nature, to outdoors, maybe to flowers in particular, or gardening, or like have a green thumb. And even better if that's something that you want to tie into your career. Maybe you want to make a career out of it. This kind of like desire to be dealing with something of the earth is kind of the energy that this is giving me. But most of all, this is something that I feel like you truly love and feel passionate about. We are dealing with Taurus and Libra energy here, so that might be significant to some of you. Really interesting, really interesting. And you know, it's making me smile. This reading's making me smile in sort of a vague way. Like, I don't know exactly what it is that's making me smile, but it's just feeling like there's a lot of happiness, like there's more happiness. So it does feel like whatever part of this you have to step away from, or if you're changing directions, if you're making a decision, it feels like that's going to create a lot of happiness and a lot of harmony when it comes to your career. I'm going to pull a little bit of advice or guidance regarding what we've already seen. Okay. Of course, I dropped your card, as I do. Okay, so we have, oh, yep. We have opportunity and change. Yeah, for a lot of you, there is a huge opportunity coming your way. It is going to make a change for you. It might even require you saying no to some things so that you can allow this change to come into your life. But this is going to be something that allows you to be more creative, that allows you to be more imaginative, and that brings a lot of joy into your life. If you've been waiting for a particular opportunity to come through, that's a great sign that you can be expecting that really soon. Maybe hearing back from a job about a new opportunity, or getting accepted into a program or a school that you really want to go to. Let's get some tarot and see what we can see. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. Oh, wow. The Five of Pentacles and the Magician. Beautiful, beautiful. New opportunities, definitely new opportunities coming your way in terms of career. A lot of you, this Ace of Swords energy can be about communication. It can be about thoughts and ideas. So you might be having new ideas. I love the way this is. Like when I look at this, I see this sword just pointing straight up towards imagination. So these might be new creative ideas that you're having. Maybe new business ideas. Maybe new interests that kind of lead you down a different path and really open things up. But aces are beautiful energy because there's so much that's waiting there for you to discover. And then you have the Magician. What I'm seeing with this Five of Pentacles is that there very well could have been a time where it just, like something just doesn't feel right, which I think is taking us back to that energy of no, and the idea that whatever your no answer is, it's something you already had an indication about. That's what this Five of Pentacles is giving me the feeling of. It's making me feel like you already kind of knew that that wasn't right for you. You didn't feel satisfied. You didn't feel supported. You didn't feel complete. You didn't feel whole in that energy. And that's why this change is so necessary. I'm trying to grab another deck so I can clarify that card. But having the Magician, it's just like you're going to have everything at your disposal to create exactly what you want to create in your life. I want to clarify this this Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? I feel like you already know. Two cards. Okay. So we actually had The Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups in reverse come out to clarify this Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you may have been on a path or considered a path that just doesn't really feel like your destiny. Like it doesn't feel like, it just doesn't feel right. It's so vague to describe it that way, but that's what it seems like to me. It's like it just doesn't feel right for some reason. And the passion, the love, this Venus energy, it's like it was missing from it. This Page of Cups in reverse, it's like the the beauty was missing. So this could be like working a job that just honestly isn't doing it for you, or studying something that's not, I don't know, like it's just not doing it for you. It's just not satisfying to you. And or doing things constantly that aren't satisfying to you. Maybe pursuing certain paths that just don't feel right. That's kind of the energy that it's giving me. I want to clarify the Magician as well. Why is the Magician here? Yeah, we have the Two of Cups. This is just such beautiful energy. I do feel like for some of you, somehow there's a romantic element attached to your career. So this could be like going into business with a partner, or meeting a partner while at work, or working in a particular field. I also feel like this can be great friends and connections that you make through work, but it's like, yeah, we were talking about you having everything at your disposal. It's like you've even got the support. You've got some sort of partnership. Yeah, that's going to resonate differently for everyone. That you might actually be going into a partnership with a friend, a family member, with a significant other, or meeting them through your work and through your career. But what I see for you is big changes coming. And I also see that things are going to start flowing for you. I feel like if it felt like things weren't moving in the direction that you would want them to in terms of career, things are going to start flowing from you, because the only thing that I see that's really, I feel like you did get some direction in this reading, and it was the very first card that came out. So whatever it is you need to be saying no to is really going to be the key that unlocks this. It's going to unlock a lot of new ideas for you, a lot of new opportunities for you. It's going to give you a sense of togetherness, a sense of support that I think was lacking in whatever was going on before. This can even be that meeting people that are of like mind is going to open up a lot of doors for you. So this could be like you are studying a particular field and you're not feeling it, and you want to move into something that feels more passionate for you with all of this floral energy, this Venus energy, it's love. It's love. So it's something that you love. It's like being around people who are also in that arena is going to open up so many opportunities for you. And I think that's when you are really going to start to thrive. It's when you're going to start to flourish. That's what all of this says to me here. All of this is abundant energy. This is you thriving and living your best life. And I feel like you're going to be announcing this. I feel like you're going to be announcing this in some form, one way or another. You're going to be letting people know that there's a change in you, that maybe it's just you're going to be saying no to some things so that you can say yes to other things. And that's what really this is about. So hopefully you got a little bit of guidance here, found a message here that can help you on your career path. I have also done a career reading, like to help you kind of decide what kind of career is best for you. In this reading, I see that you're very creative. So you might really be drawn toward more creative fields. That could be the case, but you could also check out my other reading on finding your perfect career and see if you get a little bit of guidance from that. But yeah, big changes coming for you. Happy changes. Everything here looks outrageously beautiful. It might just take you having the courage to say no to things that aren't working for you. But you see that when you do, there's there's opportunity for you. So saying no to one thing really means you're saying yes to another thing, which is beautiful because you're going to be saying yes to the things that you want in your life. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you liked this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again really soon. Bye.